afternoon and good morning wherever you are around the world. I'm Susie. How are you? Today's video is about telling your story, your success story. Now, most of you know from the previous two videos if you've watched them, and thank you to those that have watched them and left me a lovely comment below. I appreciate that. Is that selling your story, telling your story and selling your story. Now, telling your story is for people to understand your story, where you've come from and your background. Selling your story is if a magazine or newspaper approaches you and says, I will give you X amount of money to tell your story. Now, late last night, well, I'll say late last night, about 9 o'clock when I was working, a couple of magazines contacted me. I'm not going to say who they were, and they want me to tell or sell my story to them about my success. And I'm going to be speaking to them a lot later, today or tomorrow, about whether I do this or not. Now, I'm very good in the journalistic world as part of my job. I'm very good with the press. The thing is, when you're telling your story, you have to be very careful how you tell it, or when you're selling it rather, when you're selling your story. Because if you say something like, I did so-and-so, they could say, what do you mean you did so-and-so? You've got to be very, very careful, because when you've got success and when you become well known, people want to know your story. People want to know more about you, and people will dig very, very deep to hear that story and to understand your success. Now, when you work in a glamorous world, you know, it comes with a lot of kind of understanding that not everybody's nice to you. Not everybody can be kind to you. It's a dog eat world out there, especially in certain professions. And you've got to grow a tough skin in any profession. If it's your own business, you've got to be able to be the front man or the front woman, and you've got to grow a thick skin and deal with situations, because not every situation is going to be, oh, that's nice, oh, it's all wonderful. Life's not like that. Life isn't like that. Excuse me, just having a drink. Life isn't like that, because in the world we have lots of different situations. We had, as you went back 5 years ago when we had COVID, we all had to act in different situations. We had to cover our face, we all had to get vaccinated, we all had to do different things. Whether you got vaccinated or a mask is irrelevant, but it was a situation where we were told to follow instructions, and that's what we had to do. The whole world closed down, and it was very scary. But with having your own business, it's kind of like you have to be available, as I said in lots of different videos, 24/7, and people will find out things about you. People will find out things about you, and they will ask questions, and they will approach you for various different reasons. Now, I get approached, I'd say on the whole, 15 to 100, maybe more times, from different charities asking me different things. 95% of them, are they genuine or are they a scam? You don't know. I don't look into all of them because it's just too many. And also, people always want a slice of the action because it benefits them. So when you're out there in the big wide world, alone, or not alone, but with other people, or sharing your story and doing whatever you're doing, and you become successful, people want a slice of that action because they think, oh, I've got that, I want to do that, I want a bit of that. Now, I'm starting to produce an app, and I can tell you, like, I've had loads and loads of interest in this app. But I'm not going to reveal any more than that because it's a different video and a different time. Anyway, so remember, if you're selling your story, be very careful who you sell it to or tell your story to. If you're making a YouTube video, as I am now, to put out there, just tell it how it is. Tell them how you went from hero to zero, or from zero to hero, as I did. And just share your story. Share your story, because everybody's got a story in life. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a story. So I wish you a very happy day. And by the way, it's really cold today. I've got a sweatshirt on. The other day I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Can you believe it? And now today it's grey skies, back to cold weather, heating on, cold. Not good. Anyway, I've got to go to the hospital later because my back is horrendous. I've got to go to see a doctor. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be fixed. But remember, always be aware of what's going on around you. Always be aware that when you become something, when you're out there in the big wide social media world, remember, be careful, be aware, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Take care. Bye for now.